Hey, this is Dr. Ray. Welcome to Monday's Inspirational Message. You know, oftentimes people ask, should my child be getting adjusted? They don't have any symptoms. They don't have any medical conditions. Do you think it would be a good idea for them to get adjusted? And the answer is, of course. And the reason why I say that is because if we think back to the first time a child has a misalignment in their spine, the first trauma that they're exposed to, according to the research studies, occur right at birth. In fact, according to Harvard Medical Research, 80 to 90% of all children will have their spine misaligned at birth. And out of all the bones to misalign, the most commonly misaligned bone is the most important one, which we know is called C1. You say, well, how can that happen? Because as the child is being pulled out of the birthing canal, how they get the child out is they pull on the head, and they put so much pressure they cause a severe misalignment at the most important area. And while that can manifest into a problem down the road, every minute that spine is out of alignment, it disrupts the way the brain is communicating to the rest of the body. So it can cause things like ear infections. It can cause things like asthma and allergies and colic. It can affect the ability of the brain to receive information, to learn properly, to remember things properly. And so the most important thing you could do for your child is get him adjusted. My daughter Gabriella is, at the time of making this video, she's 5 years old, and I've been checking her every day, and I often share this story, that when she was born, at her delivery, they did an assessment on her blood sugar, and they found that her blood sugar, it's supposed to be at 80, was at 39. And the nurse was talking about putting her into the NICU unit and giving her all sorts of different medications and how she's going to need to stay in the hospital for a long period of time. And thank God I was there. I said, I'd like to see her. And of course, the nurse gave me Gabriella, and I held her in my hands, and I checked the C1 bone, the first bone in the neck. I found that it was out of alignment. I say, well, how do you correct that? I put a little bit of pressure over the area that was locked up. I felt it unlock. Gabriella took this nice deep breath. And I knew immediately that there was going to be a change. And so I said to the nurse, go ahead and check her blood sugar again. And she said, we just checked it. And I said, well, do it again anyway. And they did. And I want to share with you that her blood sugar went from 39 back to 80. The nurse turned around and looked at me and she said, what did you do? And I said, we just removed the thing that was interfering with the brain's ability to communicate to the body. We removed the interference, and the brainstem, which is the part of the brain that regulates the blood sugar as well as other variables, was able to return the blood sugar back into a state of perfect balance. I want to share this with you. That Gabriella came home with us the next day, thank God. What would happen if people didn't know that? How many children go through ear infections and colic and asthma and allergies and have no idea that a correction at C1 can make such a difference in that child's life? If you have children, make sure you bring them here. But this isn't just for you. This message is also for all the people out there that don't know. That don't know that correcting a spine can make a significant change in that child's life. Every child needs to have their spine checked by somebody who knows how to do that. Because I want you to know that your child's academic performance, their social performance, their athletic performance is based on how well their spine is aligned. Their immune system and their ability to fight off viruses and bacteria is based on spinal alignment as well. Because spinal alignment allows the body to function the way it was always created to in its design. So I check my daughter every week. And whatever I do for me, I encourage you to do the same. See you next time.